know. So we just got interrupted. Hi everyone, Oksana here. So we just did a video actually talking about why people get sick. Why do they get an autoimmune disease? It's a very common question that people ask us. And it looked like our internet got disconnected. So let me know if you're watching this video live. Type hashtag live. If you're watching replay, let us know that you're watching a replay. So as well as we noticed that on weekends, it seems like nobody's here. So maybe people are on vacation, except for us. We work every single day, including we work Saturday, we work Sunday. We've been working like this without a day off. So we would really appreciate if people actually join us live instead of us. If nobody wants, if nobody has any questions, if you don't want to participate in this group, we probably gonna remove you from this group if you don't want to participate in it, because we are working to help you answer your questions while you are not showing up. Okay, so if you're watching this video, hi Mia, hi Raquel, thanks for joining. So like I talked about in the previous video, why people get sick and the internet got disconnected. And next time we're gonna do live videos during the week, because it sounds like people are hanging out with their family and nobody's joining the live video. So next time we're gonna do it during the week in the evening time. So that's why in this video I wanted to share some news from our current clients that we've been working with. One of our clients has been dealing with basically autoimmune disease that affected her skin, Pemgus vulgaris. And so basically she had sores on her body and she's made the most progress she made in years. And we had another client that we're working with, polymyalgia rheumatica, which is an inflammatory condition. And also his undiagnosed inflammation. He's made great progress. Another client, she has Sjogren's autoimmune disease, her moisture is coming back into her mouth. And if you want us to share with you some of our new client results, the type of progress they make in just weeks of us working together, this is less than 6 weeks, let us know in the comments. We'll share with you what they specifically say, the kind of progress that they make. So we could share that with you. So that's really exciting. And so in this video, I want to talk about why do people get sick? Whether is it genetics, is it in the environment? So that's why I was talking about that earlier, that we are taught in medical school that your genetics are the greatest factor in determining whether or not you get sick. So for many of us, this is really depressing. If that's true, people would be really hopeless. Yet you probably know at some level that is not true. So let's look at type 2 diabetes, for example. Type 2 diabetes is one of the most strongly genetically transmitted diseases we commonly see. And it is not unusual to know an entire family with this disease, whether your children or grandchildren or grandparents have it. So now imagine that one person in that family who's really fit, really healthy, and they run, they exercise, they take care of their health. So would you expect him to get diabetes along with the overweight siblings? Probably not. So why is that? It is because we know that diabetes usually develops after a person becomes obese. So that means it has to be activated by a person's continuously poor eating habits. And you don't know that's true because children 5 years old start getting atherosclerosis in their body. The arteries get plugged and they start drinking Coca-Cola at age 5. So that means that even strongly genetic diseases like type 2 diabetes need to be triggered. So how do we trigger our genes for illness? By the environment of a body, which is created by what we eat. So that is true not just for diabetes, but even for diseases that are killing people. Autoimmune diseases get triggered. So that means you can untrigger your genes. That's what we do with our clients. We work on untriggering those genes and reversing the inflammation on a cellular level. So that's what the greatest impact on whether our genes for illness get triggered is by what we put into our bodies, what we eat. So your cells are literally created out of the foods you put into your body. So you can have dysfunctional cells or new healthy cells that are high functioning cells. So chronic inflammation, a condition where the immune system is constantly activated, which can be destructive to the body. So inflammation is normally the body's healthy response to injury or infection. That's when you get inflammation. However, when the inflammation becomes chronic or continuous, that is when you start triggering your genes for disease. So our bodies are constantly shedding old cells and creating new cells. So you build your cells from the foods you eat. So step number 1 to your recovery, a great place to start is by eliminating what is your trigger for your illness. So that step is important for a healthy non-smoker who decides to smoke some cigarettes at a party might cough, get a headache, but as long as he does not continue to smoke, his lungs will quickly heal the damage and he will not develop lung disease like emphysema or cancer. Compare that to a chronic smoker who has lung cancer. The best way to help him recover is not just to have a healthier diet and medical care. He should quit smoking to give his lungs the chance to heal. So if you can eliminate some foods that can cause damage for you, then you will immediately cause a decrease in inflammation in your body and you will start feeling better very quickly. And then step number 2, let's say you do eliminate some foods that create inflammation. Now what? If you do not add what's missing, healing will not happen. So it's just impossible to create healthy cells without the right tools. So you have to understand that we have to have trillions of cells in the body. And they all need the right ingredients in the right amounts, in the right order to be able to do the jobs that they're supposed to do. So feeding each and every cells in our bodies the nutrients they need is crucial when it comes to healing and reversing these inflammatory conditions. So doing elimination diet or eliminating everything from your diet is not enough to reverse your disease. You have to really optimize your current nutrition, your immune system, which means you have to have the right ingredients and the right amounts for it to work. So you reverse your disease means you don't have antibodies. Your labs are back to normal. Your symptoms are gone. So most people get their blood work tested done when they don't feel well. But you might have had a disease for decades prior to that. So that's why in our program, it is normal for our clients' antibodies to start decreasing, their symptoms get better, and you got to get your immune system to work properly. And what matters most is how you feel. So when it comes to theories that people read online about disease reversal, these are not results. So in medical world, it's called hypothesis, right? Have you tested it on patients? They tell you don't eat this or don't eat that, but it hasn't been tested. So if you are not good at asking for help, or you have fear that you're too sick or it is too late, this might hold you back because we can't help you if you don't reach out for help. So this is a topic that I want to talk about is what if. So what if thinking is definitely going to create anxiety. So let me know, Victoria, what are you saying? Can you hear me? Hi, Raquel. Hi, Mia. Let me know. Nola here. Let's see. So again, let me know if you're watching this video live, type #live. If you're watching a replay, type #replay. And that's why I want to talk about this second topic, that what I'm thinking is definitely going to create anxiety. So the things that we worry about are imaginary because they haven't actually happened yet. So if you're thinking, what if it doesn't work? What if it does work? What if it's a land of imagination? It is a nightmare. It is not a reality. So when people get so caught up in fearing the worst that they get all the negative results in their life as if the worst already happened. And so you have to let that go. So if you decide to make up a story, really make up a good one. So you also have to understand that our brain, it's the most creative organ. So if you tell yourself you're never going to get better, you're never going to recover, and then you cannot do something, you will find all the evidence that you cannot do something. So you will find all the reasons why it cannot work instead of why it will work for you. So it's very important how you talk to yourself. And that's one of the things that we work with our clients, is getting their mind right and getting them the right support. So instead of asking yourself, how do I make this work? Why am I going to recover? How I'm going to find a way to heal my body. So when you ask yourself that, you're now allowing yourself creativity to get to work. So do not decide that you can't do something because you give up already. You already given up on yourself. So that's why that's really important, is how you talk to yourself and having the right mindset that you're going to get better. And Raquel said, I'm going to get better. I hope to recover. And Raquel, we're going to help you make sure that you have the right process in place and guide you through the recovery. And Sophia, hi, Sophia, how you doing? Good to hear you. Good to see you all here. So basically, we go live in this group once a week. So if you're new to this group, make sure that you follow our page and you get notified when we go live. And then we do Q&A in this group. And then we talk about different topics regarding autoimmune disease. So make sure you follow our page to get notified. And if you have any questions, you can leave your questions in the comments below. Yes, so Sophia asked, don't you have to find out if you have an infection or bacterial or viral disease causing the havoc in your system? So clients don't have to do that. we help them find out what's still causing their symptoms to stay. So if the symptoms not improving but everything else gets better, it's indication that they're getting better. But some symptoms can take 6 to 8 weeks to start seeing results. But if people are not seeing any progress at all in our program, which happens very rarely, it means something else is causing the inflammation levels, that it's not the diet, and we help them identify why that is. So we had a client in a program, join a program, she thought she had MS, even though she didn't have, her labs were normal for MS, but she had all the symptoms of MS. And it turned out that she had Lyme disease that was causing her the symptoms, and then she went through the Lyme therapy and she got better. So we helped her identify that and isolate that, as well as optimize her diet. So it helped her with some of the symptoms, but there were still some things going on. So if you're already, let's say you made dietary changes, you're supposed to see results within weeks. So if you're not seeing results when you already made the changes, which means is number one, you're either still eating the foods that cause inflammation, even though you think it's healthy. And number two, you're not eating enough of the foods to stimulate repair for your body. So even though you think you're eating healthy, 99% of the time you're not. Because we haven't had a client work with us and they were doing exactly as we told them to do. Never has once it happened. But people who already eat healthy, they recover rapidly in the program. So that's why we help put the missing pieces together. And then if you do have an infection or bacterial, it slows down your recovery and you do have to treat that. But if your labs come back to normal and you have positive antibodies, and this is a sign of autoimmunity going on. So that's why what we teach is give your body the tools that it needs to repair itself. But how fast each person recovers depends on what they've done prior to working with us, how long they've been sick, how perfectly they execute our recovery process, as well as if they have other issues going on. If you have an infection, a bacterial infection, you do want to get that treated and addressed. If that's slowing down your healing, but it's still going to help you fight the infection. What we do with our clients, it helps you. It can only help you get your immune system working properly so that way you can fight the infection better. And we did have a client who had infections and he had a lot of pain, joint symptoms, positive antibodies. He saw improvements in his symptoms, and then he had to get the treatment for the infection as well. So, and also, if you're new to this group, we have some videos on the units, so you can watch some of the videos on the unit section. We talk about different topics, there's allergy topics, so you can watch those videos, and otherwise, you can just watch our videos when we go live. Yeah, and Raquel asked, does blood renew every 90 days along with cell renewal? So each organs of your cells renew at different rate. So for example, some of your organs, it can take 6 months for it to regenerate. And then, so if people have organ involvement, like they have Crohn's or colitis, they usually takes longer to fully reverse that, versus when people have joint pain, that's one of the first things to go away. So, and your skin is also the last organ to heal. So all of your cells repair of your body, and by how long it takes, it depends on the type of cell. So that's why if you have blood cells, they can take 90 days, but then other cells, for example, your cells in your colon, every day you shed new cells. So every day you create new cells in your colon. But if there's like a lot of scarring involved, if you have skin affected, then they can take 6 months to fully reverse the disease. With a client with lupus, it took her 6 months to fully reverse the disease. And we teach our clients exactly what they have to do to set them up for success, and then they keep going. But they still see the progress. When we say full disease reversal, it means they have normal labs and they have no symptoms. That's when we know they have full disease reversal. And when they eat something of the plan, let's say they eat some inflammatory foods, they don't have a flare-up. So they don't get the disease back. You're not going to get it back once you recovered. And many of our clients, they actually, they did the program. One of our clients did a program with us for 6 weeks, and then she's been eating so many other things. She has no symptoms, no evidence of Crohn's, no evidence of Hashimoto's. So even though she's not eating like this forever, people think that a program is something you have to do forever. It's not the case. What we teach you is how to rapidly get your health back. But what that looks like for you depends on the individual. Once we start working together, we see if you have food sensitivities. We see if there's any other things that are going on, and helping you isolate and address it day by day, guiding you through recovery. And then based on where you are at the end, we teach you what you have to do to just maintain your health. Like with a client, she was symptom free by the time 6 weeks were over. And then she went back to retest her Crohn's and Hashimoto's. All her labs were back to normal. But she's been eating other things. She's been fine. So you don't have to do the program forever to maintain your results. Once you're healthy, You're not gonna get sick when you eat something off plan. But we have to get you to the place where you're healthy and you can tolerate some things that may be inflammatory, but they're not treated disease back. And we do teach that all that in our clients in the program as well. So Diana said, I have long-term COVID symptoms. Do you think that will create autoimmune disease in the long term? So were you actually tested positive for COVID? That's what I want to know. So yeah, it does destroy your lung cells. So it doesn't mean you're gonna get an autoimmune disease, but I do want to make sure that you are giving your body, your immune system, everything it needs to help you fight the virus. So
that's why people who even do have Lyme disease, it helps to optimize the immune system to fight the virus.
Yeah, so you do want to make sure that you're getting better, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna get an autoimmune disease. Because especially with this virus, there's no evidence that it's gonna create other issues for you. But you do want to make sure that you're getting better as well. Okay, great questions, everyone. Yeah, so you tested positive. You had symptoms for 3 months already. So I mean, you want to make sure that you giving your body the nutrition that it needs to help you fight the virus, right? So that's what you want to make sure you're doing right now. If your symptoms are so long, it might be your body's missing the tools, the nutrition it needs to help you with that. So it's that's why it's been for so long. So Sophia asked if you can eat gluten, dairy again. Well, we had clients, he tested positive for celiac disease and he's eating gluten now. And he had positive antibodies for celiac. So he's gonna go back retest his celiac disease, but he's been eating bread. We just talked with him. He had colitis and he had celiac antibodies. I personally saw his labs when he started working with us in December, and he's eating bread.
We actually have his video testimonial in the units. His name is Brian. So we just talked to him last weekend. And
yeah, so it doesn't mean once you're healthy, your body can tolerate some things that cause inflammation, whatever those are for you. It doesn't mean you're going to get sick again. But of course, we don't tell a client, go back and eat it right after the program is over. We want to make sure you get to your optimal health. And once you get to your optimal health, that's when you can start introducing some of the things back. But Brian, we worked with him in December. He started eating bread now, and he hasn't had any symptoms. He hadn't had any flare-up. All his lab looked normal, except he didn't retest his celiac antibodies yet. But he's eating bread. He's not getting any symptoms. And then he had celiac antibodies present in his blood in December when we worked with him. But he hasn't retested it yet. Okay, so these are all great questions. And then, so let us know if you would like to see any new videos from our current clients. That's really exciting to see. One of our clients with skin disease, she has blisters all over her body. Her doctor is really impressed with her progress. And we can share that with you. So in this private group, we can share it with you if you wanted to see the kind of progress she made in 40 days. But she has to continue going. And that's why, Raquel, we're going to be working with you personally, making sure, that you're going to recover. If you have any food sensitivities, things like that will help you isolate that and making sure you get the right recovery process. I'm looking forward to helping you get there. Yeah, absolutely. We can share with you some of the short clips with some of our new clients if you want to see them. So let us know. That's really exciting to see other people in the program. And Raquel, I know you're joining us this Monday. You'll see other clients in the program, so you guys can all talk to each other and celebrate together your recovery. So that way we have a different Facebook group for that. It's a private client Facebook group that's private because we're supporting you through that. Miguel said he's miss eating so many foods. I'm very strict on my diet, but I think I'm not eating what my body needs. I'm eating what I believe to be healthy, though. Yeah, exactly. That's why, Miguel, we did talk with you in the Facebook Messenger that you've taken a lot of supplements. You're still not getting better. We have to see, what we can do to help you there. Yeah, Raquel, we'll post it when we get a chance. Right now, we're really trying to catch up with all the client work. As you know, when you join the program, you'll see how a lot of things we do with clients there. It's keeping us very busy every single day. So, okay, so it was great seeing everyone. Great questions. If you have any other questions, let us know. But if you're watching this video replay, let us know as well. And it was good to connect with you all.
And we do live videos every week. We try to do it once a week. And then make sure you follow our page to get notified so you catch us live and you can ask questions.
Yeah, exactly. So then Hi, Melanie. Good to see you. And then we'll talk to you soon. Bye.